Is there some sort of way for us to anticipate what the platforms might respond to our analysis?
And I'm also thinking of the influencers that we may be bringing into this attribution model as well. Like, how do we reconcile that?
Is there a need to get the multipliers even more granular to like campaign, customer segment, product category?
As far as the multiplier, how stable or static is that?
Are those benchmarks kind of living and breathing within M2, or are they static numbers that we've come to? Like,
how do you think about brand strength as both an input and an output of a media mix model?
When you partner with analytics teams, like how do you bring them into decision making?
So when we try to find the markets for testing, is there any best practice around the look back that we have to do?
Welcome to class. You have two amazing speakers. One is Colette, and then one's Lee Beal.
Data becomes an incredibly valuable tool to help articulate your agenda.
You know, an insight has got to be kind of actionable and scalable, right? And that insight can come from how media is working.
We have an exciting class. We're going to do a skit in class, an advanced attribution skit. And we have two amazing CMOs. After that, we have an invited speaker session, one with Dave Lokes and one with Kerry Phillips and Laura Jakovsky.
First 5 minutes is going to be a review, and then we'll get into something interesting.
Another thing that's, that is easy to do within the platforms is to be able to look at things on different attribution windows.
Right. But being able to correlate traditional brand health measures to, kind of sales to make that.
Consumer insights is a very broad set of tools and techniques. But I'm just going to describe like a super high level basic process.
So we have two sessions today that's fairly analytical. One is Kara and Arun's session on retention marketing. And the second session is a stats session, statistics session. We have a professor, statistics professor, his name is Parini Ramu. He's joining, and he's joining with Bharati.
So let's dive into the customer analysis portion a little bit more deeply. So the first step is customer segmentation. So you can split your house file by a variety of segmentation variables.
So analysis is where you try and get as much insight about your customer before, and you may see some change, or you may get some interesting ideas on what to experiment and what kind of thesis that you have.
So this is the agenda that we're going to look at. So the hypothesis tests, normal distribution, what are the z-scores, what are the corresponding p-values, what are the alphas, so that when you look at a dashboard, you try to make sense out of what this p-value is. Is it significant or is it insignificant? So we'll go through that quickly.
Yeah, now when we apply difference in difference for geo-testing lift calculations, this is how we can do it. We have a reference period dataset and test period dataset.
So today, I'm going to walk through kind of how we think about optimizing to once we have a test result.
Let me set up the session for you. So there are two workshops today. One is data governance. Number two is triangulation. Let me hand the baton over to Nikhil. This is called the data governance tool.
What you're looking at is a typical data ingestion pipeline. They only have a couple of data sources and one transaction data feed from Shopify.
The triangulation tool supports 4 data sets, out of which 2 are sales and 2 are media.
We set up the class, and then I'll let Mari take over the baton from here. Okay, this is the marketing mix modeling workshop. It's a hands-on Robin workshop.
So what is MMM? In simple terms, it's a regression model, right? That is actually trying to quantify the incremental effect of marketing and non-marketing activities.
So this workshop is the third and final workshop for this particular part of the cohort. It's a geo-testing workshop. Bharati is my senior data scientist who is a geo-testing expert.
So geo-testing has 3 different phases. The first phase is the design phase, and the second is our flight, and the third phase is going to be our results analysis.
So thank you so much. I'll catch you guys in the on the Slack community. Thanks.